Alright, this is Andrew with Jota Home Inspections. We're doing a sewer scope today here in Salt Lake. We're at 2609 South, 600 East. Today is May 27th, 2023. And we have the camera pushed out 120 feet to the city connection. That's the running water that you see on the screen now. And I'm going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. This first connection is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like you have a good drop into the line, which is preferable to going into the bottom. That way if the city line backs up or has an issue, it is a little harder for it to back up into your line. This is cast iron that we're seeing on the screen now. A lot less common to have cast iron out by the street. Usually you'll have cast iron under the house, which this house also has, but you have it in a couple of spots. As you can see on the screen, it gets real rough and rusty. Eventually it will need to be replaced. You want to avoid putting wet wipes or feminine hygiene products down the line because they can get caught and create a blockage. It looks like this is probably clay or transite. Can't quite tell yet. Transite's a cement asbestos pipe, more of a white color, which I think this could be. Oh no, actually this is clay. You can see on that lip. It's not quite the bright red terracotta color that clay often is, but you have a little bit of an offset here where the pipes have slipped. It creates that offset where waste could get caught, which could lead to a backup. I'd say that's a moderate sized offset. Quite a few of those kind of moderate sized offsets. You have a spider web covering the roots, but behind it you can see there's a little bit of a root growing in. You'll see some bigger ones as they pull back. Standing water where it was a little bit flat, but not horrible. Another offset there. There's the root creeping down the line. A little bit more on the top of the joint. There's a bigger root. A little bit of waste stuck on it. You have enough roots, and these ones are big enough that I would definitely recommend having it hydrojetted. That way you can blast out all the roots and prevent waste from getting caught, which could lead to a backup. More roots. Once you have roots, you're always going to have roots. And so it would be good to have them maintained and cleaned out every year or so. Some houses go longer, some not even a year. Depends on how fast growing these are. But you can't really know just looking at it. The only way to fix an offset like this is to dig it up and re-slope it, or dig it up and do a spot repair. But I mean, these are areas of at least some concern. It's a good sign when somebody's using the line daily and you don't have a bunch of waste stuck. This house has enough offset that I wouldn't really go after just one. It would really be a line that you would replace proactively if you were wanting to really prevent blockages. At a minimum, I would say cleaning the line, getting it hydrojetted, and then getting the insurance That way, if you have a bigger issue, they can help offset the cost. It'd be good to have the line cambered again once this is cleaned, so that you have a better idea of how bad these offsets are. Also can help see things that I can't see that are blocked behind these roots, but you know, in this spot you have basically half the line getting blocked by a root. Another one there. Quite a few roots. That one already has waste stuck on it. Also, it looks like an offset. I would be curious once this line is cleaned whether that's a full-on offset or whether that's just an elbow. It's kind of hard to tell with all that waste stuck right there. Now back to cast iron. Again, gets real rough and rusty. With cast iron, you can have it coated, where they use a chain cutter to cut off that section of rust. So just to recap, lots of roots. I would definitely recommend having it cleaned out proactively. You have quite a few offsets where waste could potentially get stuck and lead to a blockage. I would get the insurance on this line if you're not going to replace it proactively. Wouldn't really be a good candidate to do a liner. Liners are good if you have a line without a bunch of offsets and good grade. You have decent grade here, but a lot of offsets. I'm going to end this recording now.